Look deep into my eyes. You are witnessing a demonstration of the awesome power of the human mind. The unlimited potential of total concentration. My mind is totally focused, able to maintain absolute and utter control. A mind such as this is a powerful force. It could even rule the world.
Hey!
Huh?
This is Almost Live, reminding you to set your clocks back for standard time. If you'd already done that, it would now be 10:30, and you'd still be watching Hunter instead of this guy.
Thank you very much. Well, y'all got your issue of the weekly. I'll tell you, it's the annual Best of Seattle issue. It's pretty much all we've been talking about around here. If you haven't seen it yet, they've got some kind of unusual categories in here. For example, here's a category for Best Soccer Field, something I worry about a lot. It's Green Lake, Best Soccer Field. And Best Recycling Plan, which went to curbside recycling. Must have been a fierce campaign there. And Barbara White has been voted Best Astrologer. Interesting. Still, it seemed to us that they left out a lot of important categories, so we took our own poll, and we found out some very interesting things. For example, the best place to relax and let your mind wander is the Seattle Public Schools. Okay, Best Bordering State, Oregon, by a wide margin. Best place to curse incoherently at the world in general? Pioneer Square. Got that. Okay, best black mayoral candidate. Norm Rice, big surprise there. Best white mayoral candidate. Apparently no nominees. No nominees in this category, okay. Best classic rock radio station. That was a 20-way tie, unfortunately. 20-way tie. Best ancient channeled entity. Now, this was kind of a surprise. Lou Guzzo took top honors there over Ramtha. Very interesting. We've also made a correction, that is, in one of the existing categories. Best place to eat if money is no object. Now, the weekly said Canlis, but the actual answer is the Kingdom concession stand. So, just to straighten things out, our own survey, and we found that interesting. Now, here's something else you might find kind of interesting. I know that I did. In one of our writers' meetings this week, we were discussing Einstein's theory that as a moving body approaches the speed of light, it will become longer and time will slow down. And we thought, hey, what better way to test that theory than with our own Almost Live satellite audience? So we've done just that. Tonight, our satellite audience is somewhere in Seattle approaching the speed of light. Where are they? There they are. And let's see. Look, they're getting longer. They are getting longer. Okay, let's see what time it is. What time you got there? 11:25. Yes, they're behind us. Well, there you have it. Einstein is right. We've proved it. What a genius. You saw it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Einstein. We proved he was right. Okay, now what we want to do is stop right now and we want to give some recognition to one of our favorite demographic groups. You've seen them in beer commercials. You've seen them at football games. You've seen them having a good time down the street. Say hello to the happiest guys around. Take a look.
Right.
High-fiving white guys. They're everywhere.
Ooh, high-fiving white guys.
High-fiving white guys are cool. High-fiving white guys have fun.
Wow.
Some wealthy families, they're financially secure.
Hey, look, it's some high-fiving white guys!
In a few years, they'll be running business and the government.
Gosh, I wish I could be a high-fiving white guy.
Can I be a high-fiving white guy too? Please?
High-fiving white guys, all right!
All right, stay with us. We've got a great show, and we'll be right back.
And now, specialized sports term, or fish. Scrum. Scrod. Hake. Eef.
Very good. Had some people playing along in the audience, and we appreciate that. You know, I'm sort of, you can see that I'm in kind of a Halloween motif here. Unless your set maybe isn't adjusted right, then it may look like I'm going for sort of a 30s style fascist look, but actually it's orange and black here. So it's not really Halloween now, it's sort of the weekend before it, but that's when we celebrate. It's close enough. It's sort of like the way we do with presidents' birthdays these days. So one of the things that Halloween is supposed to happen is the undead begin to walk the earth, ghoulies, monsters are supposed to be around, and we wondered, what would happen if actually we were confronted with real monsters? And, we wanted to give you some ideas of what you could do to defend yourself. And we've noticed that most of the more basic monsters can be taken care of with a few simple tools. For example, flamethrowers are very effective for ridding yourself. Frankenstein, giant ants, the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz, who is not technically a monster, but who knows, once you get a few drinks in him, people can change, right? And some aliens taken care of with flamethrowers. Now, the use of high-pitched noises can take care of most robots, killer bees, and they're particularly irritating for Cujo. Keep that in mind. Crosses can protect you from vampires and demonically possessed teenage girls. Now, the cross won't actually kill those things, but it stops them cold. And our theory is that they're afraid you're going to ask them for a donation. So, just enough time to get away. Now, specific monsters require specific defenses. For example, if you come across some evil, ultra-superior life form, simply breathe on them. They can't take earth germs. The blob can be eradicated by simply freezing it and taking it to Antarctica. Witches dissolve easily in ordinary tap water. That's a kind of a nasty flaw there for the witches. That's pretty tough. Godzilla needs a heavy dose of power lines to get rid of him. If you run into the mummy, you've got it made, just simply walk away quickly. You see, mummy is very slow, very slow. Finally, famous movie monster Freddy Krueger is taken care of very easily by giving him his own Saturday morning cartoon show. Really knocks the wind out of his sail. That took care of Freddy. Now you see though, these monsters used to scare us when we were kids, but now that we've grown up, they seem relatively harmless. Instead, we've got other things to be afraid of, so here's a short demonstration of some of the members of the adult Chamber of Horrors.
All right, now if we can just go over your itemized deductions for the years 1982 through 1986 inclusive.
Now you may just feel a little pressure here.
Ladies, so how are we tonight?
Hi, would you like to buy some chocolate to support the Blanchette High School Pep Squad?
Oh, good, you're back. Mike Wallace from 60 Minutes is in your office with the whole crew.
I'm sorry, sir, your card has been rejected. We're gonna have to keep it.
I know it's the middle of the night, but something you said yesterday afternoon, it's really bothering me.
Hi, John, it's Georgette. Remember me? We played football together. I see you're still in shape.
Chamber of Horrors. Adult Chamber of Horrors. Now, if you're observing Halloween at all, you're probably at a party or you're going to a party and you're worried about costumes. You want to be creative, you want to be inventive, you want to be up to date. Relax, we've taken some of the guesswork out of it. Here are some suggestions, just watch along. These are our updated Halloween costumes. Let's bring the first one on right now. It's the updated clown suit, a much more authentic clown. Slip, stumble, drop glasses of punch while causing lots of laughter from other partygoers. It's a costume that immediately says, I'm goofy. Okay. Now here comes this year's surprise hit, the striking Boeing worker. Striking. It's a Halloween costume that says, hey, no way, I want more pay. Hey, no way, I want more pay. Okay, today's vampire comes outfitted for duty with all the right protection, a surgical mask, rubber gloves, and of course, a blood testing kit. Here's a frightening look, a very frightening look, the scraggly pizza delivery guy. Leave the chain on the door. Don't let him see your stereo equipment. The scraggly pizza guy. And hey, you young folks, if you're going to a party at a teen dance club, put on the scariest face in Seattle. It's the Doug Jewett mask. It's a look that says, turn it down, party's over, go home. Okay. There you have it. That's our updated Halloween costume guide. Now stay with us. We'll be right back.
Studio amplification for Almost Live provided by American Music.
And now, exotic dish or African city. Addis Ababa. Falafel. Accra. Baba Ganoush.
He's a Vietnam vet, and everybody knows it.
Look out, everybody. Here comes Johnny.
He's a time bomb, waiting to go off.
Be careful what you say to him.
Or is he?
Hi, Tommy. How you doing? Good to see you, Mort. You're looking good. And Michelle, you're looking great. Hey, did anybody see Cheers last night? Funny!
He's Johnny Jake, surprisingly pleasant Vietnam vet.
I love the smell of carnations in the morning.
Every day, the world waits for Johnny to explode.
Hey, Bob.
Oh, hi, Johnny.
How are you?
Just fine. Just clearing a little brush here.
Yeah. Hey.
I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Not since Nam. I haven't missed it either. Hey, how about a beer?
Johnny Jake. His constant good nature in the face of adversity terrified his friends and family.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, honey.
Oh no!
Honey, I knew this was going to happen. Are you having flashbacks?
Huh?
Are you having flashbacks?
No, honey.
Oh.
No, I forgot to set the VCR to tape that episode of Alf.
What?
God.
Oh, John.
Shoot.
Don't you want to talk about your feelings?
My feelings?
Yes.
Oh,
Sure. But you know what I'd rather do?
What?
I'd rather go see that new Steve Martin movie.
It's the Vietnam movie no one has dared to make. The true story of one man called Johnny Jake, surprisingly pleasant Vietnam vet.
Jake?
Johnny, how you doing?
Fine.
What's going on?
What are you guys talking about the game?
That artificial turf.
Johnny, it's okay. It's just a traffic helicopter, man.
Found a quarter.
He's Johnny Jake,
surprisingly pleasant Vietnam vet. Good evening. I'm Neil White for the Smoking and Drinking Council. A lot of misinformation has been tossed around lately about the safety of tobacco and alcohol use. Well, now, it's our turn. Now, I'd like to take a moment to discuss some hard facts that may not have reached you through all of the propaganda. For example, did you know that if you throw yourself in front of a moving automobile, you are 10 times more likely to die than if you smoke 2 packs of cigarettes every day for 10 years? 10 times more likely. Or that drinking 3 ounces of hard liquor twice daily is actually safer than drilling a series of 1/4-inch holes into the small of your neck. Did you know that? Now, I didn't think you knew that. Those are the kinds of facts our opponents would prefer you not hear. Now, let's listen to some common questions from real people like yourself concerning tobacco and alcohol.
What about the accumulation of tar and nicotine in the lungs? Isn't that dangerous?
Good question. Fact. Many chiropractors, some whose offices are actually separate from their residences in real medical centers or strip malls, believe that cigarettes coat the lungs with a protective layer of residue, preventing diseases caused by other types of pollutants.
Do I really need alcohol to relax and have a good time?
In your case? Absolutely. But don't feel too bad about that. Recent studies show that if our parents had not had access to alcohol, 75% of us probably wouldn't be around today.
What can I as a private citizen do to spread the good news about alcohol and tobacco?
Just by watching this message, you've already made a contribution. Now that you know the facts, share them with family and friends. Now, we're not going to lie to you. There are certain times when drinking and smoking are not acceptable. We have come out many times against the idea of children under the age of 10 smoking. And we have spent a lot of money warning people not to drink and drive. Even though such a stand is cut into our profits by 0.1311%, but we do it anyway. Because we think we have a responsibility to you, the public. If you want more information, write to the Smoking and Drinking Council in your state for our pamphlet, Smoking and Drinking, Not Half as Bad as Hard Drugs. I'm Neil White. Thank you for listening.
Okay, stay with us. There's more to come. We'll be right back.
And now, mass murderer or sitcom neighbor, Richard Speck. Howard Borden. Fred Mertz. Charles Whitman.
Yeah, okay. Hey, hold on a minute. Hey, all my young friends, this is John talking, and I want you to call me now on the John line. That's 1-976-JOHN. Call me up. I'll tell you all the crazy things we do to get ready for Almost Live, like the time we pantsed the band. Get to know me personally. I know how to get HBO for free. Talk to me. I'll tell you how. All you need is a screwdriver. I know a 7-Eleven where they won't card you. This place never cards. I'll give you the directions. Hey, once I saw Ross Schaefer naked, call up and I'll tell you all about it. It's $2 for the first minute, and then after that it goes up a little bit, but you don't have to worry about that. Hey, I'll tell you how to shotgun a Heidelberg. It's not that hard. I'll give you the names and phone numbers of some old girlfriends who did me wrong. You can call them up and hassle them. I'll show you how to release the brake on your parents' car and take it for a spin around the block. Hey, you want to know how to blow up a toilet with match heads and Comet? Call me. I've done it many times. So call in now, and remember, don't tell your parents. It all goes on their bill. They have to pay. You don't. That's the law. The most they could do is ground you, but I was grounded lots of times when I was young. It's not that bad. In fact, call me, and I'll tell you about when I was grounded. Call in now. Hey, and when the phone call's done, don't hang up. Just leave it off the hook. Let it run, okay? Call in now. Hey, you still there? John, how you doing? Well, yes. Call in now, yeah. Well, that's just about all we have time for tonight. But we had a great time. If you'd like to join us here, because our wonderful studio audience has such a great time, don't they? Yeah, they sure do. There's the ticket number. Call that, and we'll see you next week. We had fun. Bye-bye.